EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Throw left side complete. That's Cooper. 7 yards the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, it's Barry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. So
from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Edmonds. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Edmonds. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Barry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Barry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they'll walk him back half the distance. On 2nd down, it's Barry. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Wheatley. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wheatley. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Wheatley got his man complete over the middle. That's Hansen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Wheatley. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Dances by him. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 37. From the gun on 3rd down, Edmonds. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Edmonds. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw on 2nd down. Wheatley throwing the out route and complete. That's Hansen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down now. It's Barry, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. On 3rd down, Barry, and boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it? Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started. So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Operating from the gun. Wheatley Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hawkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7th. Looking to throw. Wheatley. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheatley. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hansen. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Edmonds. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Edmonds. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? And we just saw their first one of this game.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw on second down. Wheatley, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. To throw on third down. Wheatley, he finds his man, complete. It's Barry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down. Wheatley over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Edmonds. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, a leap it. He will make the catch. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Edmonds. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Philadelphia getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, Wheatley. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and abundant. Off-play action. Wheatley. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. That ball nearly Intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, it's Barrett. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Edmonds. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Edmonds. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Edmonds. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Edmonds. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And his kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go, baby.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. The Dragons are able to finish strong, and they are a top contender for a Super Bowl title as they wind up at 14-3 on the year. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. The Bulls needed a strong finish, and they got it, as the victory there caps off a 12-5 regular season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for our home team, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Edmonds. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. from the gun on third down. Edmonds. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down. Edmonds. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the bootleg. Edmonds. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down at the 28. On 1st and 10, Edmonds. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Aviators take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On third down, Barry, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, it's Barry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, it's Barry, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wheatley. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Barry.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down,
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Wheatley to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
What's up, man?
So that one will be accepted. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Wheatley. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 9. It's 15-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Edmonds. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Columbus. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So they bring out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wheatley. He finds his man, complete. That's Hansen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Wheatley. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 16. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is fielded at the 27. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Edmonds. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Edmonds. And he's got his big tight end here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw on 2nd down. Edmonds. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Wheatley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. They're going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Wheatley. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
102 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. On 3rd down, Edmonds. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
It's now 4th down and 7.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down. Wheatley. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Wheatley. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Wheatley looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Edmonds. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
On 1st and 10, Wheatley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Wheatley over the middle, complete. It's Hansen. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Wheatley, he finds his man, complete. It's Barry. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheatley got his man complete over the middle. That's Barry. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on third down, Wheatley. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wheatley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Barry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play. Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they will take a knee here. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Columbus, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs.